The competitive advantage we can look at is the competence and the capacity we have. We don't see ourselves as a construction company. We're not a construction company. We're basically a project management firm. We have the expertise of civil engineers, environmental engineers, quantity surveyors, and architects. So what we provide is we're solution driven. And we look at niche markets and individuals. Currently, you have a lot of people acquiring their own land, and they want people to develop for them. So we basically come in and give the expertise and then develop for them. So apart from the fact that we do JVs with people, building, making development, we also have individuals who have their own land, have their own ideas of what they want to develop, and then we just bring in project management skills to achieve that for them. For us, it's been a bit exciting, or quite exciting, because in 2016, somewhere September, December, where we started, we sold 6 units. 2017 was a bit challenging because that's when we had the land issues. But even that, we were able to do about 17. At the beginning of this year, the vision and the goal was 60 units. As we speak now, we've done about 32, that is signed contracts. We have at least another 14, which we have people showing commitment. And then we have these 60 units from this institution that wants us to develop for them. So for us, I mean, the growth has been phenomenal. So what we do is we use the consultant we have, who is a specialist in marketing, to look at niche markets. So we're not basically like the other developers, find land anywhere we develop. So we look at needs. We know that there are a lot of people still working in the city center, struggling and challenged with living outside the city center. So the idea is to, the first and foremost idea, find locations within the city center that are competitively priced, so we can give these people some kind of service. The option you have is the Laboni cantonments and everything, where, I mean, you can get a 2-bedroom for as high as $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 and over, right up to maybe $1 million. So what option we give them is something they can afford, because when you look at families, maybe with a combined income of maybe $60,000, $70,000 a year, paying between $100,000 and $150,000 for a house within the city center makes sense. So our focus is niche market, those with a need that would pay a good competitive pricing for that. So our focus now has been behind the trade fair. That's very close to town, that's competitively priced. The development there is also relatively good, and that's where the focus has been. There are a few areas we're doing JVs with other people at West Legon, which is also not too far. There's another one somewhere around Teshi, that's also another JV. So the focus is basically meeting a certain bracket.